and welcome to my channel, The Soul of a Knitter. My name is Anneli Thomasson and I am trying to live a slow and simple life in the south of Sweden and at the same time trying to make it as a knitwear designer. So welcome and welcome to my knitting journal, because this episode will be all about knitting, because I will try to make one knitting episode every other week, and in between some episodes about slow living and how I try to live with intention. Last week I did not manage to do that, so it will be 2 knitting episodes in a row. But well, that is the part of slow living. When things happen, you have to take care of yourself and you have to feel what is right for me right now. Should I make this episode and feel stressed about it, or am I going to take care of myself and be with my family, because that is what I chose to do. So I hope you can forgive me and enjoy this knitting episode. So welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you've been here before. I'm so grateful that you are watching me and that you are spending time with me. It means a lot. So let's get started. I have 2 knitted things. I can talk about my sweater first, because that is an old thing, that is not new. This is a Fjärilsvingar sweater. It is a colorwork yoke. There are cables in the front and also at the back and on the sleeves. And it is a folded neckline. So that is what I am wearing, Fjärilsvingar sweater. And the shawl, maybe more a scarf, that I am wearing is a finished object. I actually finished this a while ago, but I have never shown it. This was Line magazine did a submission call, and I did this scarf and sent to them and asked if this was something that they would want to have in their magazine, but they didn't want it, so now I can show it. This is, I haven't got a proper name for it. First I was thinking Valborg shawl or scarf. I think a Valborg scarf, but I'm not sure about that. This will not be a pattern that I don't think I will have any test knitters at the moment. I will have later on, but not at the moment, because I do have other things that are in test and I don't want to have too much at the same time, not right now anyway. So but this is a well, you can see 2 colors. I should take it off so you can see, but I wanted to show you because I think this is a little fun with, you know, the 2 colors are overlapping. Well, this shawl is, as I said, in 2 colors. I have not taken the yarn here to show you, but this is merino linen from Imagine Wool. And they are in 50-gram skeins, and there are 200 meters per skein, so it's 400 meters per 100 gram, which is a fingering. So I started here and I knitted 1 skein, and then I attached the other skein and continue until there was the same amount of stitches as the cast on. I can show you a little closer. This is I-cord edge, and there is, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little braid here. It's this, I don't know if, is it fake braid? In Swedish we call it like fake braid, because you don't have to use a cable needle. So we call it fake braid, and then there are seed stitches, and the same on this side. So yes, I will say though, the colors I choose because of the Laina magazine mood board, it's not my favorite colors. With that said, I have 2 sweaters in the same colors that I will show you later, but I don't know, it's not, I like the colors. There's nothing wrong with the colors. It's just not something that I usually wear. I'm more of a muted person, most often, but I will try to make myself a little more colorful. So this is, I think they don't have that many colors in their yarn, so I think this is green and pink, they call it. So yeah, but I like you know, it's my version of the scarf that is so popular. Not Sophie's scarf, but this is a little different. And I am actually making one more, but in another yarn, because I was a little curious, because that one is quite long, and I was a little curious how it would look if you have just a 50-gram skein. So I had this leftover from a yarn that I have made another shawl in, and this is Light Fee from Elk Market Yarns, and the color is Askafruan, and this is a hand-dyed yarn by Lotta H. Lötgren. So this is her own brand, Sägen. So I weighed my yarn, I had 56 grams. So it's a 50-gram skein, because if you weigh a 50-gram skein, there are never exactly 50 grams. So this is about 1 50-gram skein, and it's the same meterage. It's 400 meters per 100 gram. So I thought I should knit until there are, I think, 30 grams left, because there were 56, so 30 grams left, and then I will start, I'm increasing now, and then I will start to decrease. So this is what it looks like now. Let's see, so I show you the right side. Here we go. And I think it looks beautiful. So this will be a lot smaller, but I think it will be, you know, you just take it one from the back and front and make a little knot. This would be this chic look. Yeah. My version of the little scarf that is so popular. And I love this color. Really do. And the yarn is, it's so fantastic. Let me tell you, it is 70% baby alpaca, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere. So it's so super soft, and it's absolutely one of my favorite yarns. And also it's beautiful dyed. So that was one finished object and one whip, but I have one more finished object, and that is my sweater that I showed you the last episode. This is Fjärilsvingar. And now I have made the sleeves, and well, it's blowing out a little. Well, this is knitted in a yarn that I was gifted from Fjärilsvingar. This is Merci, and this is 50%, let's see so I say it right, 50% superwash merino and 50% cotton. So this is a super soft and perfect summer yarn. And this sweater is a, I think it's a summer sweater. It has long sleeves, but in Sweden we do need long sleeves even in the summer sometimes. So I think this will be perfect. The name Fjärilsvingar means butterfly wings, and I thought of butterfly wings when I with this pattern that I have on the yoke. So I have used needle size 3 millimeters, which is US 2.5. So yeah, this is 1x1 rib here in the neckline, and then you make short rows in the back, and then you make increase, and this pattern here is, and then you make another increase, and then you do another pattern, and so on, and this creates this effect here, which I think is quite nice. I like it. Otherwise it's a plain stockinette, body and sleeves. But I am right now, this will soon be in test, I can tell you that. This will soon be a test knit, and if you are interested in test knit for me, please go to my Instagram account, and there is where I do my test calls. So head over to my Instagram and you'll find a link below to my Ravelry, to my Instagram, and everything else that I'm talking about. You will find every information in the description box. So soon, not quite yet, because I do want to get a little bit ahead in my next whip before I do a test call. And that is because it is the same sweater, but I will do this short sleeved. So let's see, here we are. This is the same sweater, and I have on the yoke. It's hard to see here, but here you see the yoke, and this will be a short-sleeved version of the same. And I will check so that the sleeves will be okay before I do a test call. So that is why it will take a little bit longer, but soon. It's not that much left. So, and this is also gifted from Fjärilsvingar. It's the same yarn, but this one is in this beautiful sage green. I can tell you the number is 1390, and the pink one is Cherry Blossom, I think the name was, and the number is 4142. that was my first whip. No, my second whip. But the next one is my Ragnarök sweater. I'm not finished with it. I have finished the body. And I will knit one sleeve, and then I will do a test knit for this one. So you see, I do have a lot of test knits. I have a test knit going on. I have several test knits that are soon to be. So that is why I will not do a test knit for the scarf yet, because I'm a little afraid that it will be too much for my head to to manage. But this is Ragnarök Sweater, and this is, I just love this. I love the look of this. It is so much fun. This is a sweater that I was inspired by a picture I saw about from a church in Norway that was picturing Ragnarök, and Ragnarök is the end of the world according to Nordic mythology, and there are a lot of snakes, and so I wanted to make a knitted translation of that picture, of that old picture from the Viking Age. So this is the snakes, and here you can see the snake eye, and yeah, and the colors. Let's talk about the yarn. First, I made a version, not ready yet. I also have the sleeves left on the at the same stage as this one. I made in Fjärilsvingar from Ragnarök, and that was beige and black, and I loved it. But when I was knitting on that one, I was, wow, this would look so cool in Dyed in the Wool from Spin Cycle Yarn. So I contacted them, and they said, yes, this would be cool. So they were gifting me some yarn to make the same sweater, but in their yarn. So I was gifted this super cool yarn. This is Dyed in the Wool, color Something Wicked. And I just love this color. So first I thought I should do it in beige, but then when I got it and I I saw the colors, I thought that I should pair it with this grayish beige instead of Fjärilsvingar. So these are the two yarns that I am using. And I must say, I should show you I do think I have the leftovers from the ball that I did. Because if you look at this is green. And I didn't see that when I got the skeins. But when I was winding it up, I was, wow, it's quite a lot of green. And I love green. Green is my favorite color, I think. So, as you can see here, this is ended with green. And look at these colors. It's so amazing. Well, I think these colors are, I'm showing it backwards. These colors are so so beautiful. So, yeah, and this pattern here will be on the sleeves as well, and then it will be stockinette in this Fjärilsvingar for the rest of the sleeves. And it will be a balloon sleeve, quite. I will increase a lot of stitches here so that it will fit the chart, the number of stitches that are needed. So this will be increased here, and then I will knit straight, and then decrease a lot at the cuff. So yeah, this is so much fun. I really love this. So yeah, I will knit away on that, and I can tell you the needles are 3.5 in the color work, and that will be US 4. Why am I never learning to have I should have this little cheat sheet when I'm podcasting, because this is always a question. It's 3.5 millimeters with the color work, and 3 millimeters, 2.5 US at the stockinette, and this is a twisted rib, 2.75 millimeters, which would be a US 2. Well. Is that all I want to say about that? Yeah, I think so. I showed you last episode that I was knitting a sweater for my grandson, and I have now finished the body. It feels like I'm at the same stage with every sweater. I have made the body, but I have this. I'm definitely on Sleeve Island. So this is a raglan sweater, and I have made it striped with these pearl rows in between. The yarn that I have been using is this soft merino from Imagine Wool, and I have used needle 4 millimeters and 3.5 for the ribbing. And well, yes, this is just something I will not do a pattern for this one, I don't think. It is something that I came up with myself, but it was mostly because I wanted to do a little sweater for my grandson. So yeah, quite happy with it. I think he will look cute. Although white is probably not the best color for a 2-year-old boy, but well. But I love the structure when you have the pearl rows in between the colors. And the colors I've been using this is the undyed, and the other one is pale green, petrol, and ochre. So that is the colors. I have also knitted a bit on my scrap yarn sweater. So once again, I have finished the body and I am on the sleeves. Do you feel the theme here? It's probably that it's more fun to knit on the body, and when I have finished the body, I go to the next body. So now I have a lot of sleeves to knit. And this sweater, I can tell you, this is something I knitted this just for fun. No expectations. I didn't want to think too much. So I just knitted away what I thought was okay. I used an old pattern of mine called Paper Print Sweater, and I used, I didn't have the, this is much bigger gauge than that sweater, so I have used the stitch count for that sweater, but for a smaller version that I usually should have, but I have increased more frequent than that pattern says. So, but still it is too big. So this will be a oversized sweater, which I'm not sure I like when it is a rounded yoke, because then it gets maybe the feeling that, it's just too big. But, well, that is how it is, and I will not rip this out. I will probably have this sweater at home, just cozying up in. But what I did was that I used this yarn, actually the same yarn as this one. This is that I have dyed myself. This is Rauma Finull that I have dyed, and I had in my closet. So I took double thread here in the neckline, in the collar, and at the short rows. And then I cut out one of the threads and I used scrap yarn. So I have used, this is knitted with one strand of this and one strand of scrap yarn, the entire body. And then at the hem I started with 2 strands of this, the same as here. And on the sleeves I will do the same. I will use 1 strand of this beige yarn that I have dyed, and then I will have scrap yarn until we come to the cuff, and then I will use 2 strands of the beige yarn. So yeah, my scrappy sweater, my big scrappy sweater. And yes, I have used for this one needle 5mm. Maybe I can see what the US. No, 5.5mm, and that is a US 9. So it's quite quick. It's quick and fun knit when you change the yarn and color all the time. So yes, well, and that is all the knitting. So I can tell you that I was doing my longest run in forever, and it gave me so much energy, and it was so much fun, and I love the feeling of running alone in the forest, just me and my feet. I have a flask of water and just take the time I need. I'm not in a hurry. It's not that I'm running and counting the kilometers and the minutes per kilometers. I'm just out running, having an adventure, and it gave me so much energy. And the nature now is starting to just explode. The trees are starting to get their tiny leaves, and the flowers small flowers are starting to show, and it gives me so much energy to be out in nature. And that is actually what I want to talk about in my next episode, and that is how Mother Nature is healing us. So if you're interested in that, check out my next episode. That will be in a week, I hope. So once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you like this, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you soon. Take care of yourself. Bye.